This is so heavy. I just gotta put it. Oh. Hey, everybody. Sorry, it's me, Daniel. We're just working so hard carrying this box. It's full of cool stuff. Like, here's a wig. It's the heaviest wig I've ever seen in my life. But, guys, we are back with a brand new Kids Online. I don't even know what week it is, but we're here with it. It's January 17th, that's what it is. Oh man, and we are learning about our big idea, responsibility. And if you couldn't tell, I was just working so hard carrying this thing here, and I gotta take a little break. I'm gonna talk to you guys for a little bit. But guys, our big idea for the month is responsibility. That's showing you can be trusted with what's expected of you. And today, we're gonna talk about how it's our responsibility to work hard. That's right. Have you guys ever done anything that you've had to work really, really hard for? Maybe it's carrying a bunch of stuff. I don't know if you guys have moved houses or done something like that. Or maybe you have to work really hard at soccer, right? Or, at school. Something you have to work really hard for. Well, God wants us to be responsible by working hard. In fact, in the Bible, right here, there's a man named Solomon, okay? And Solomon was the son of David. Now, David killed Goliath, didn't he? And then he became king, and he was this great king, and he had a son named Solomon. Now, Solomon was talking to God one day, and God asked him, if you could have one thing, what would you have? Like, what would you want to be? And Solomon said, I want to be the wisest man in the world. I want to be the wisest man who's ever lived. And so God granted him that. He made him so wise. And in fact, in the Bible, he wrote several books, but one of them is called Proverbs. And in this book, it's a bunch of statements that teach us how to live life and things that give us wisdom, right? That's knowledge that we can apply. And in this, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6 to 8, Solomon says this. Are you ready? It says, you people who don't want to work, think about the ant. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander. It has no leader or ruler, but it stores up its food in the summer and gathers its food at harvest time. Okay, so I'm going to put up a picture of an ant here, right? Ants are really small, right? But look at it carrying that leaf. And now you and I may think leaves aren't that heavy, but ants work so hard and they carry so much weight so that they can store up food for the winter. That way they don't have to come out and brave the snow because they probably wouldn't survive. If ants didn't work hard, they wouldn't be able to live the way they were created to live, right? And so ants work so hard. And because they work so hard, check out, see what happens. They get to eat. They get to enjoy their hard work. They get to enjoy the fruit of their labor. All of that time and that energy, they get to sit back and relax and enjoy what they've worked so hard for, right? Now, in other versions of this verse, right, Solomon uses this word called sluggard, right? He says, don't be a sluggard. You have to work hard. Now, when I say the word sluggard, what do you think of? You probably think of this, right? It's a slug, okay? Slugs are kind of like the opposite of ants. They're really cool creatures, but no one would necessarily look at them and be like, man, slugs work so hard. They're kind of like slow moving and seem a little lazy. So we're gonna play this game. I'm gonna give you guys a scenario, and then I want you guys to say if that is more like being like an ant or if that's being kind of like a slug, okay? So your mom is doing laundry and she asks you to fold your clothes and put them away. And you say you'll get to it, but you decide to sit and watch TV for the rest of the day and then you forget. Is that working like an ant or is that living like a slug? What do you think? It's the slug, right? All right, now how about this one? Your coach says that you can play a new position in soccer, but you've never played that position before, and he says you're gonna have to catch up and you're gonna have to work really hard to learn and to grow in order to play that position. And so you set aside 30 minutes to an hour every day to practice the drills and all of that stuff so that you know how to play that position when it comes time for the game. Is that working like a slug or working like an ant? That's right, that's the ant. right? The same principle could be applied to your schoolwork or anything like that. So let's see what God says, what Jesus says in Luke chapter 12. Let me take this Post-it note out of here. Oh, and I lost my page. This is what it says in Luke chapter 12, verse 48. Jesus says, "Much will be required of everyone who is given much. Even more will be asked of the person who is supposed to take care of much." That means when we have a lot of responsibility, when there's a lot of things that we have to do, Jesus wants us to work hard. And that is why our bottom line today is just that: work hard. Don't be like the slug, be like the ant and work hard. Let me hear you say, work hard. Beautiful. I'll see you guys next time. I gotta carry this thing again. Time to work hard. Okay. Oh my gosh.